Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're showcasing 7 cancelled Mario games we wish we could have played. For this list, we'll be looking at scrapped projects starring Nintendo's mascot that we wish had seen the light of day. However, we won't be including games that evolved into others, like Super Mario RPG 2 becoming Paper Mario. Which of these do you wish had gotten released? Is there another cancelled Mario game you think showed potential? Let us know in the comments. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Super Mario Spikers. Mario has been a sports star for years, whether it be tennis, golf, or even the Olympics. But there are a couple of sports he hasn't gotten a chance to play, and Super Mario Spikers would have combined 2 of them. Next Level Games, known for the Luigi's Mansion and Super Mario Strikers series, was working on a Wii game in 2007 that would have combined volleyball with wrestling. The blending of those 2 sports and Next Level's caliber is enough for us to wish this game had gotten further in development. Unfortunately, Nintendo felt the realistic wrestling moves were a bit too violent for Mario's family-friendly image, and so the game was cancelled. The developer would at least get to return to the Strikers series in 2022, but this sounded rad. Cancelled Mario Rabbids crossover. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle was one of the most delightful video game surprises in the last decade. It was so good that it retroactively makes us wish the first crossover attempt had succeeded. Ubisoft Paris attempted to get a crossover off the ground in 2010, which was during the height of the Crazy Little Rabbids' releases. Instead of the RTS game we got, it was allegedly an adventure game that focused on the Rabbids invading the Mushroom Kingdom, with a self-aware take on Mario. Not much else is known. Only one piece of concept art exists, showing the Rabbids carrying away Bowser with Mario in pursuit. Nintendo apparently rejected the idea before seeing a formal pitch, possibly because of an unwillingness to let other studios use its more prominent IPs, a standpoint that has obviously weakened over recent years. Super Mario's Wacky Worlds. Most Nintendo fans know of the infamously awful Mario and Zelda games on the Philips CDI, so putting a cancelled Mario game that would have also launched on that platform on a list like this may seem strange at first. However, there are several factors that make us think this game could have actually been decent. For one, it was being developed by a different team, Nova Logic, the same studio behind the Delta Force series. Nova Logic wanted to make Wacky Worlds as a successor to Super Mario World, just with real-world settings as levels. Additionally, Nintendo was reportedly happy with the prototype, and who are we to question the creators of Mario? The dwindling sales of the CDI naturally led to its cancellation. Mario Factory. In 1994, Nintendo filed a patent for a device that would allow users to create basic games for the Super Nintendo. The program that this device would use would have been called Mario Factory. Unfortunately, there's less known about this entry than most others. We don't even know why it was cancelled or if it just evolved into different software. The patented machine did end up releasing in Japan. What does remain of this endeavor is a screenshot showing what the game would offer, as well as the entire patent, which holds some Mario-centric designs. Of course, Nintendo would go on to create the Super Mario Maker series, which lets players design Mario levels, as well as Game Builder Garage. However, the patent implies this program was designed for use in schools. You mean to tell us we could have built Mario levels in class? Mario Motors. Mario Kart is one of, if not the most successful spin-off starring Nintendo's mascot. During the DS era, a game was in development that would have showcased an entirely different relationship between Mario and automobiles. Conceptualized by Seaman and Odama creator Yute Saito, Mario Motors would have tasked players with sculpting engines using the stylus. Saito also had the idea to have players blow into the handheld's microphone to power the engine, though this was scrapped out of fear that children may run out of breath. We're not sure if there also would have been a focus on racing. No one even knew this project existed until 2018 when Saito gave a presentation at a conference. He wouldn't say why the project was cancelled, but it does sound like a worthy spin-off for the DS. Retro Studios' Boo Game. We're bending the rules here as this cancelled spin-off didn't actually star Mario, but the project sounds way too interesting not to include. Retro Studios, known for revitalizing both the Metroid and Donkey Kong franchises, was at one point working on a Boo game for the DS. It would have followed one of the pesky ghost enemies after graduating from Haunt University, when he'd gain even more powers and go up against some villainous witches. A treasure trove of fascinating concept art is all that exists of the game, as it didn't get much further in development. According to the artist responsible, it was an idea that came from higher-ups at the studio, whose exit resulted in its cancellation. Super Mario 64 2. Super Mario 64 is one of the most important games Nintendo has ever created, so of course we wish its sequel had gotten released. The follow-up was in development for the 64DD, a disk drive add-on for the N64. Unfortunately, it was cancelled early in development due to the 64DD bombing in Japan before Nintendo discontinued it. It's believed it would have expanded on the first by including Luigi in a multiplayer mode, as well as a rideable Yoshi. Nintendo would actually revisit the concept of a Super Mario 64 sequel with the GameCube's Super Mario 128. However, that project eventually morphed into Pikmin. We wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo also recycled elements from the cancelled 64DD game, but it still would have been great to get a full-fledged sequel.
Here we go! Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.